3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everyone.
Episode 34.
Episode 34. Let's get some. Yeah, dude.
Oh,
I was
man.
biting my nails earlier.
Whoa.
Here we go.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Woo. Cheers up, brother.
Oh, jeez. I got some fizz.
Got some fizz going on there. 34, man.
Yeah.
We are. I'm just now thinking of it, but we're 2/3 of the way done with the year in terms of our episode count. What day did we start? Do you know what day?
I mean, we started right at the beginning of 2020.
Oh, wow.
Like, literally,
Yeah.
the first Wednesday of 2020, we dropped that episode.
Oh, nice, dude. That's perfect. Yeah, we did, because that's when we stopped going to Dolores because it was wet and rainy.
Yeah, it was starting to get, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shouts out to
exactly.
San Francisco.
Yeah, Dolores Park.
Dude, I've been missing it a lot lately. Like, it's been crazy, dude.
Yeah, I miss it at points, too. I definitely do. It was a lot of fun. And it's just weird when you expect something to be longer than it ends up being.
Yeah, it was definitely cut short for you and me both. Maybe you more so, though.
Yeah, I mean, but you too, just because, you went to school in East Bay, Hayward, so it wasn't
Right.
like you had 4 years in San Francisco.
That's true.
But yeah, it's just bummer. But you know what I was thinking of? What flavor would you introduce for White? Like, if you could pick a fruit to introduce as a new flavor of White Claw, what would you?
To like the CEO. If I met the CEO in like an elevator,
yeah.
and I had to like pitch him, oh man, I'd probably pitch him guava, dude.
Guava.
No, you know what? I'd pitch him guava nectar.
Ooh.
Flavor. I don't know if you can actually say guava nectar flavor, because guava nectar is like in itself the actual drink, like the nectar. But if you could, like, there wasn't laws around it.
So guava nectar is like the name of it's like basically orange juice.
Exactly.
Okay. So
like,
so
you
just
can't
guava
name
is the
a
fruit.
White Claw orange juice, you know?
Yeah, you name it
You name it orange, right?
which is a flavor they don't have.
Correct. But I would say guava nectar, because that just sounds so inviting to me. And honestly,
I'll get on
guava
board.
juice is fire.
I'll get on board with you if we just drop nectar.
I'm down for that too.
Yeah.
Ideally, you throw the
look-
nectar in there, though, in my opinion. But I'm down for guava too.
But I kind of want to continue the whole just the fruit name.
You got a point.
You know?
Yeah. And he would probably say the same thing. As the CEO, you'd be like, hey,
We got
to stay
We
consistent
gotta cut
here.
that nectar. You know. Yeah, that's a good one.
What about you?
I want to say strawberry.
Strawberry would be fire. The thing is, strawberry in drinks never hits, right?
That's what and
It
see,
never
that's
hits.
that's because strawberry's my favorite fruit. But then when I think of it, like strawberry flavored things, they're
Like, you can't name one that's like
they're inferior.
banging, you
The
know?
only thing I can name that's banging in strawberry flavor is strawberry milkshake.
Good point.
Very good.
Good point.
Very good. But besides that, most strawberry flavored things.
Strawberry
aren't that
smoothies
good.
are definitely top caliber,
But
I would say.
But I like the idea that White Claw could become another exception.
That's true.
And just because all the flavors to me are so accurate and so, reminiscent of what they're trying to create, replicate,
Yeah.
that I think they could potentially nail a strawberry flavor.
I think
I'm
you're right.
imagining the red. I just think it would be cool.
It'd be so sick, man. They might even put like little seeds, little strawberry seeds.
So we got strawberry, we got guava. Let's create a third variety pack right now.
Ooh, dude. I'm thinking of like a combo flavor.
But see, that's breaking. I mean, I don't really want to break rules. I like rules.
I'm trying to break all the rules right now. I'm throwing nectar in there.
Try to do two fruits.
Dude, honestly, low key, do you remember our discussion about blue raspberry? Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is a blue raspberry? They're not real.
Not real. Yeah, dude. I just thought of another potential.
I would low key be down for a blue raspberry White Claw, even though I know it's not legit.
But there's already a raspberry in the original.
Yeah, but it's not blue raspberry.
but
no, it's not.
Yeah,
it is blue raspberry.
Yeah, right. Raspberry, lime.
Raspberry, yeah.
Raspberry, lime, ruby grapefruit, and black cherry.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, see, that's why I wouldn't go with blue raspberry.
they could do like a Kit Kat marketing scheme where they have the factories, and it's like the left Kit Kat comes from this factory, and the right one.
I'm gonna correct Ryan real quick. That's Twix.
Fuck.
That's Twix.
Thank you.
Yeah, because Kit Kat comes in like forms where there's like 4 bars and stuff. But I thought of grape.
Ooh.
And hear me out, because I think
it's a common one, but it's a good shout.
I think grape would be a good flavor because with White Claw, you have a very good carbonation and a good fizzle in it. It's strong.
It is a very strong carbonation.
And I think grape flavor works best with soda, and that is something that's carbonated. So I think grape could be a potential delicious flavor. And as I always am, just with the strawberry, I'm imagining the purple swoosh, the purple dash on the can. Oh man, that would be
sick.
That would look good.
I love how we're getting excited about the art.
And I kind of want to just throw your blue raspberry in there. Because I kind of want to,
dude.
As the fourth
honestly,
flavor.
Let's just go with another. Because we just made 3, so let's just make a whole nother variety pack. So right now we got blue raspberry,
grape.
We got grape.
We got strawberry,
and guava. No, we did a whole variety pack already.
Pack right there. And dude,
that would hit, bro.
Think of those flavors. You got the guava. Wouldn't that be like a kind of a light green?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got like the light green can, and then with the strawberry you got the nice dark red. Grape, you got the nice dark purple, and then with the blue raspberry you get like a sharp blue.
Dude, that would be so sick.
Oh, damn. Man,
White Claw, bro. Either sponsor us or pick this up, because I don't even.
Yeah, just take this idea.
I mean, you got to think that they're thinking about it,
Oh man, I mean, why wouldn't they be?
The thing is like we always think of like just come out with this flavor, but like to mimic a fruit has got to be so hard.
Oh, there's got to be some.
Because this is artificial, like this isn't.
Oh yeah,
this isn't like natural flavors. I mean, they might say it, but it's not really.
You know what? Would be a good question to have answered in terms of when to predict the next flavors of White Claw. What's the gap?
It's not gonna be for a long time, dude.
Yeah, like what's the gap between Variety Pack 1 and Variety Pack 2? And you think about it, even with Variety Pack 2, they only had to come up because they came up with mango on its own, and then Variety Pack 2 came in later. So you're thinking like, how much time did it take to like perfect those flavors? Because Variety Pack 2 is better; it's an improvement.
Oh, 1,000%.
And potentially with the list we gave, the lineup we gave, if they nailed those flavors,
dude, it would take off.
That would take off because all those flavors are so unique in their own like worlds. Because like you have guava nectar, delicious; strawberry milkshakes, delicious; grape soda, delicious; blue raspberry, just things are all good.
Jolly Rancher.
Because blue raspberry is one of those flavors that it's like it's made up because it's good.
Exactly.
Whew, man, that'd be great.
It's like some scientist was just squirting syrups together in the lab and was like, "Oh my god, this shit's fire, bro!" It's like, it's blue. Fuck it, I'll call it blue raspberry.
It's in.
I think honestly, the fact that now that I'm thinking about it, like there really is no strawberry like drink, slushy, icy type of.
No, not really, dude. The only, like I said, the only thing that stands out is the strawberry milkshake. That's it.
Like they can't even make it where they pack a ton of sugar in it. Like in this case, there's only like a couple grams.
You know what it is? I think it's because strawberries on their own, they're so good and they're such like mini pieces of candy when they're perfect and ripe and delicious.
Yep.
They're like nature's candy. So I think it's the hardest flavor.
Nature's candy, I love that.
It's the hardest flavor to replicate.
I think it attests to how freaking good
it is on its own.
Strawberries are.
And that lines up perfectly with what we're saying about the only good strawberry flavored thing is strawberry milkshakes, because guess what they're putting in strawberry milkshakes?
Strawberries.
Whole strawberries, dude. They're blending them
or
up.
they're just mashing it up, putting some more sugar in it and a little bit of milk and just whipping
so
it up
it's
to
like
make the syrup. Or it's probably water. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, either way, usually a strawberry milkshake has real strawberries. Which again, lines up with the fact that it's hard to artificially create the flavor.
Exactly. Dude, man. We could totally get sponsored, bro. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we should send in a letter to White Claw with our suggestion.
The CEO. I think we talked about this one time. The CEO of Old Row, official.
Oh yeah, okay,
And he does. They're the people who sponsor Call Me Daddy, right?
Is Old Row part of Barstool?
Is that Barstool?
Because the whole thing is Barstool Sports. That's
okay,
the,
Barstool.
That's the whole
that's what I'm
overhanging.
thinking of.
Is that
I
what you're
follow
thinking
too
of?
many frat accounts. It's actually bad.
Because I don't know. Because I know Old Row, but is that owned by Barstool?
I don't think so.
I can't say.
No, I think you're right.
I don't think it is. I
think Barstool Sports is its own thing.
Yeah, Barstool Sports is the one that funds Call Me Daddy.
Their CEO.
Wait, what's it called? Call Me Daddy. Call Me Daddy. Yeah.
He sent out a video when like that whole situation was going on and was like, "Hey, send in your, what you guys do. We're looking to pick up talent." And I was like, shit.
You talking about Dave Portnoy?
Is that the CEO of Barstool?
The guy with the beard and the big nose?
I can't even picture him. I watched one Instagram video of this guy and I was like, "Oh, is this him?"
I'm honestly kind of a fan of his. I like his pizza reviews. He does one bite pizza reviews.
Oh, I remember you telling me this.
Yeah. Pretty funny.
Anyways, I was thinking about sending it in, but
yeah.
I didn't because we have to evolve.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. Evolve is right. Evolve naturally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We don't want to force anything. And I like this ability to. Yeah, we don't.
I love the no strings attached.
Exactly,
ability,
no strings attached.
Which is like if we had Barstool chomping on our necks. Like, don't get me wrong, I would for a fat paycheck deal with that.
And it's not like we're assuming that we could we'd get it. I was just saying. It's just fun to have it like casual and like
Exactly.
on our own terms right now.
All right, to change the topic a little bit. You know who Lionel Messi is, right?
Of course. Oh yeah, I heard he's like, I'm not playing with you guys anymore.
Dude, it's crazy, bro. It's actually insane. And I know you're not really a part of that like scene or whatever, but
soccer, yeah, true.
Oh my God. It's been going crazy right now. Tell me what you know about Mr. Messi himself.
I know that I'm pretty sure he's the greatest player in the world right now.
Yeah.
And that he started out clean cut and then he got a bunch of tattoos. No, I'm not kidding. I'm being serious. But I'm just giving from a very, very removed, not a fan of the sport. Just no, because he's like one of 5 soccer players I know. I'd say.
Name all the soccer players you know. Sorry, now I'm like quizzing.
No, it's okay. Lionel Messi, and these Cristiano Ronaldo.
It can be from anywhere, dude. It can be from the past, future.
Yeah.
Well, not future, obviously, but.
David Beckham.
Okay, nice.
Pele.
Okay.
I just can't think of Pele. That's last name? Is that last name?
That's fine.
Okay.
I honestly don't know his first name either.
Okay. And then Rooney.
Yeah.
What's the part I'm missing of his name? Rooney what? Rooney Wayne?
Wayne Rooney is his full name.
Wayne Rooney. Rooney Wayne. I had it front back.
Yeah,
nice. Okay, Wayne Rooney. Yeah, those are the 5 players. That's what I got. Clint Dempsey. There we go.
Oh, nice. You got an American in there. Right on, dude.
Hope Solo.
2.
The attractive one whose first name is Alex.
Morgan.
There we go. But yeah. So yeah, basically,
She's having a baby, dude. Can you believe that?
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Because someone's got to lock that down. But I saw a notification on my phone saying like breaking news: Lionel Messi doesn't want to play. And I can't remember what the team name was. What was it?
Barcelona.
That was it, yeah.
Barcelona.
FC Barcelona. And I read that. I was like, ooh, that's big.
Yeah.
I was like, where's he going to go? And I was just thinking about all the money he's going to make.
Dude, he's literally making, oh man, I want to say he's making $1 million a month. I want to say he's making $1 million a month. Wow. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, I could be incredibly over or incredibly under, something like $1 million a week. I mean, the contracts these guys get are insane.
I might have been slouching that whole time.
That's okay. So to tell you a little bit about him, and for anyone who doesn't know, Messi is probably the best player in the world.
Yeah, I mean, when
people would argue about Ronaldo,
so good. No,
but I mean, if anything, they're neck and neck. If not, Messi's the best. And Messi's been a part of this team since he was like 12 or something along those lines. And so for him to come out and say, I want to leave.
Wait, he's been part of FC Barcelona since he was 12 years old?
Yes, they picked him up as a kid.
What?
Dude, honestly, he's got an insane story, Frank.
I didn't know that.
You should go on YouTube and watch like a 20-minute video about Messi's history.
Because he plays for... Who does he play for when it's World Cup time?
Argentina.
Yeah. And FC Barcelona is his professional team. Like, it's like his Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah.
So, wow, he's been on there since he was 12.
12, yeah.
Wow. See, I didn't even... See, when I read that breaking news,
okay,
I didn't know that was the context.
Since he was a kid, I don't know about 12, but he's young.
Yeah, well, either way, if he's been on that team his whole career, his whole professional, like, league career.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that. When I read that on my phone, I just thought it was like, oh, he... Because with all these leagues in soccer, I figured he's been on a few professional teams since he's good.
Usually professional players will leave a team, or even if they come up through like the academy or whatever they have, they'll leave it eventually, just because either their wages get too high, or the club can't support their title ambitions if they're really, really good. Mm-hmm. So with Messi, it was like, well, Barcelona's like the best ever, so and they can support not only his wages but also his title ambitions. Mm-hmm. One, because it's probably the biggest club in the world, if not the second. And two, because they're really fucking good. And so, basically, this new president of the club, dude, it gets crazy, like the politics in Spain and stuff like that. They have like elections for like the presidents of like the clubs and stuff like that. Oh, really?
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Gets to be like a registered fan.
Fan.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, people will vote for their club over the actual government over there.
Wow.
And so this past guy, his name is Bartomeu, has been really screwing the pooch. And Barcelona has just been progressively going downhill, not thinking about the future. And now it's kind of like on Messi's shoulders it has been for the past like year and a half maybe for Messi to like figure it out and just put the team on his back. And I think he's tired of it. And so he sort of announced that he didn't want to play for the club anymore, that he put in a transfer request.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at. So basically the contract that he's under says something along the lines of, you can leave for free. Yeah. Right. I mean, you kind of know in basketball, you have to pay for players. I mean, trades happen often in basketball.
Yeah.
But for soccer, trades usually don't happen. It's usually cash. It's like you pay for cash, and then we don't sell any of our players, essentially. So, in his contract, he says, hey, you have to announce that you're going to leave before, like, it was like June, something like that.
Yeah.
June 1st. Like, you have to tell us, and you can leave for free. As in, you can basically go to any club you want because you're the best player in the world.
Okay.
But since he didn't do that, since it's after June 1st, there's a 700 million release clause on him. So any club that wants Messi has to pay the Barcelona $700 million to get him.
Holy shit.
And now Messi, I'm pretty sure, is just going to boycott Barcelona because he wants out. And Barcelona's saying, we're not letting you out because you didn't tell us at this time.
What if someone pays him $700 million, though?
No one can afford that. That's why they made that. $700 million. So the thing with soccer is...
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, continue.
So the thing with soccer is they have these... Since it's so big and it's like international and there's crazy sponsorships that happen, there's this thing called financial fair play.
Yeah.
Which basically says at the root cause, you have to prove the money you spend on players, on bringing in players and supporting your youth. You have to prove that the money you spend on that per year, you're bringing in revenue. That is ticket sales, that is, sponsorships, that is shop sales, whatever attire you have, things like that. You have to bring that in revenue. Or else you're going to have all of these corrupt places in like the Middle East just funneling money into these clubs to get the big players and eventually get their money back in their investments. And so that's why no one can really afford them, because there is actually a governing body per se watching over it. Like, people could cough up the money, but they wouldn't be able to prove that they make that in revenue because they just don't. $700 million is a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, it makes total sense. And you think of just like to put it in perspective, $700 million in terms of sports. You look at Patrick Mahomes' contract, $500 million for 10 years. So you have something in a contract
over 10 years.
Yeah, exactly, over 10 years. You have something in the contract with Barcelona for Messi that says a team has to pay $700 million to get him. That is, wow.
And that's not even including the player's contract. That's just including, hey, we're going to pay you this money. Now, Messi's going to be our player now.
This situation...
They still have to pay Messi, which is, he's going to...
This situation's nuts because you have the two contributing factors that make it even more crazier than it should be, because you already have the best player in the world saying, I don't want to play here anymore. Mm-hmm. But then you have the fact that this is where he's played his whole career, and then also you have the $700 million clause in the contract. So those two things, man, ESPN should have put that in the breaking news headline. I would have freaking been like, oh my God, because I just saw it.
ESPN
I'm not
doesn't
even a
have the
soccer.
time we have to explain it,
exactly.
Right?
I'm not even a soccer fan, and I see that, and I'm like, holy shit. But if I would have read that and been like, Lionel Messi says he doesn't want to play for FC Barcelona after playing for a team his entire career, and a clause in his contract that says a team must pay $700 million to get him.
Right, exactly.
Because that's not happening. It's literally, at this point, it's just a straight up boycott.
Exactly. And
it's
so
like he's got one place to work at. He's got one job, and he's boycotting it.
He's like, fuck this, I'm out, basically, saying I'm not even going to play, right?
Could he still play for Argentina when World Cup rolls around?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So basically what's happening right now is Messi's like, this is all theoretical. Mm-hmm. This is all like from the news and like what the reports are, because obviously Messi hasn't come out and said anything, But essentially, I think what he's going to try and do is force a move, as in the club, like, because Messi's not going to play for them for the year, like, hey, I'm not even going to do that. It'll put the club's sort of hands. It'll tie the club's hands with that.
Behind their backs.
Behind their backs.
Yeah.
Basically saying, hey, like, I'm not going to play for you. The team's going to do really, really bad without me.
So you might as well trade me.
So you might as well trade me for like $100 million or something like that, right? Which clubs could do.
Could they trade him for players too?
They could, yeah.
Yeah.
It's rare. It's very rare to do that.
Player trades are rare?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, very rare.
They should break that rarity, because right now they're in a situation where they're basically, like you said, hands tied behind their back. So they might as well, because they're, okay, what are they, probably the biggest, professional soccer franchise there is. They're like the Yankees of soccer, or like the Lakers of soccer.
Top two, top three.
So what they need is a continuation of great players. So they might as well trade the greatest player in the world for another team's best two guys,
It's a good point.
Like get two great strikers from another team and then give them Messi. I bet
it's a good point.
I bet any team would go for that.
And honestly, they might. That's what these clubs might have to do, because not only will they get Messi, but they'll also get two players off of their wage contracts, Mm-hmm. Think of two major, franchise players in basketball.
Yeah.
You trade them for like the greatest of all time. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a lot of wages opening up, and it might help their finances in that way. There is in soccer sometimes, very rarely again, but it's like it's a player plus cash deal, where like I'm valued at like 40,000 and you're valued at like 80,000.
Okay.
And so they'll trade me for you, but then my club will actually give you 40,000 as well.
Gotcha. I see.
Anyways, dude, it's a crazy story. If you're into sports, you should keep an eye on it. Obviously, if you're into soccer, you're already keeping up on it. But
when's the next World Cup?
Oh, fuck. 2022. 2022.
2022.
And 2026 is here in North America.
Nice.
Which is another topic. We can get into that. 2026.
Yeah.
World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Guess where it's at? Even though I just told you.
Los Angeles.
Well, it's a country.
Oh, it's a country.
But they will probably play in Los Angeles, yes.
Wait.
World Cup is one country, not a city. It's not like the Olympics where it's like Rio.
Oh, where it's not taking place in a city. Okay, so it's in one country.
Yeah.
So it's in the United States then.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So okay.
But not quite. It's
what?
a North American.
Oh.
World
okay.
Cup.
So Canada too.
And Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
crazy, huh?
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look, we have North America right behind us.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. That's tight. That's really cool. And I bet there'll be some stuff in California then.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah. There'll probably be.
Me and my buddies already texting like, as soon as those tickets go out, I'm buying it now.
Buying them,
so
getting them. Oh man, yeah, that'd be cool. Damn. Hopefully we'll be in it.
Yeah, you never know, dude. You never know with this team. But honestly, I'm super stoked about the future for American soccer. I mean, it sounds crazy saying that, but honestly, I am. Right now, do you know who Christian Pulisic is?
No.
Well, you should, because he's like the Clint Dempsey of the future.
Okay.
So if you get it now, you can look cool for like 10 years, all right?
Okay.
Anyways.
I'll get this, yeah.
He's on Chelsea right now. He's killing it.
Yeah.
And then this guy, Weston McKennie, he just went to Juventus, which is like one of the biggest clubs in Italy.
Juventus.
It's in Turin. Have you ever heard of Turin?
No.
Neither had I.
What is that? Is that a country?
It's a city.
It's a city
in Italy.
Okay. City in Italy. Okay. Turin. 2
massive clubs are there.
So yeah, this is my biggest problem with soccer is
there's too many leagues. It's my biggest problem too.
When you take a sport worldwide, I mean, I love the world, but when you take it worldwide, it's like, I can't focus. I need to be able to focus on something that's more
local.
Yeah, more local. Yeah, because everybody cares about the NBA, the NFL.
Yeah,
the MLB, and you got all these different leagues to care about with soccer. And it's like one of those things where I'm not gonna blame the sport because it's the most popular sport in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, that's gonna happen. It's a worldwide sport, and I think it's because. Would you say it's the easiest thing to play at? Like, because every sport you need a ball.
I think in terms of...
So if all you need is a ball for soccer, really.
Yeah.
Because we could take all our shoes off and then use them as goalposts.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, I think
that's like the famous, like, scene, like the Rio de Janeiro World Cup, or excuse me, the Brazil World Cup was like, kids in favelas playing with just a ball.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
just
it,
a ball. Yeah. Just kicking it. Yeah. Exactly. So.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Yeah, but if you think about like the NBA, I mean, it's crazy. Like when people think of like soccer as like worldwide, and like it is worldwide. Like don't get me wrong, it's worldwide.
The NBA is also worldwide.
But like, basketball is worldwide. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. And I mean, NBA is in Canada.
Yeah.
Given that
there's professional leagues, all over, but it's like
hockey,
it's the fact that
baseball isn't baseball.
Yeah, baseball. All the other sports
MLS,
have.
Yeah, MLS is in Canada as well.
All the other sports have different leagues in different countries. It's just the matter of everybody only cares about.
It's hard.
In America, everybody only cares about.
It's hard, right? Like why would as an
NFL
American I follow a team in Britain?
Yes, exactly.
Like it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't
right?
doesn't make any sense.
But also think of it this way, right?
It's like things are things are different.
Why would people in Europe follow the Rockets?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the best in the world.
Yeah,
it's
the top of the.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. No,
it's very attractive. You get the highest caliber players, and if you really think about like the NBA, like the NBA in terms of a league covers more distance than like the championship European League in soccer, which is like all the nations.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Combined.
Was that just because the United States and Canada are bigger than?
Well, the United States is massive. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't forget about the Toronto Raptors.
Exactly. Well, yeah. Is Toronto the only NBA?
That is in the United States. Yeah, they're the only team that's not the United States.
Soccer has a couple.
MLS, you mean?
Yeah, they have Vancouver, they have Toronto, and then I think there's another one. Yeah.
Yeah, there used to be another Canadian team. Yeah, Vancouver Grizzlies. Yeah.
They were in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Huh. And so did the organization just
move to Memphis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a big FU to Canada, I think.
Yeah, especially since Vancouver Grizzlies makes a lot more sense than Memphis Grizzlies. Because Memphis is more like, you think like a music town, you know. You don't.
Where is Memphis?
I can't tell you. Well, we can turn around, see if we can find it. I mean,
I don't think it's a capital though.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. It's not a capital. Memphis, Tennessee.
Milwaukee? No.
Well,
Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's Memphis, Tennessee. So it's
there's no Grizzlies out there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like
no Grizzlies even close to there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it's a music, and that's where Elvis is from. Well, actually, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure like well, I'm not pretty sure, but I know Memphis is a big music city.
I understand why Elvis. Though. You know, you keep your roots.
Yeah, you keep your roots, and it's just like with the Utah Jazz, the fact that they were originally the New Orleans Jazz.
That makes sense now.
Yes. Yeah.
By the way, they just lost today.
Dude, they lost to the Nuggets.
They did.
80 to 78. The Nuggets won. Mike Conley on the Jazz had a 3 at the end that went in and out. Could have won him the game.
Yep. And what's his face?
Donovan Mitchell lost the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were down by 2, gets it stolen, and then that Nuggets guy missed that layup.
Yep.
And then that was the opportunity. Oh, and that was a heartbreaker.
It could have gone both ways, I think.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think Jazz choked, I think.
Jazz choked major, dude. They were up 3-1.
Wait. Oh, yeah, in terms of the series.
Well,
yeah. They choked.
No, I don't think anybody's going to. I don't know if the internet's going to linger on it as much as they still linger on the 3-1 comeback by the Cavs in the finals, because it was the finals.
The finals. It was the Warriors.
This is the same thing.
Right.
Right. You're up 3-1. It's like
just close it out.
The amount of teams. I mean, the Nuggets have entered a very small category of teams that have come back.
It's like 12-1. It's like 12-1. It's like 12 teams or something like that.
Yeah, I mean I
saw it today.
It's a super low winning percentage of when you get down 3-1 in the NBA playoffs.
Right.
The amount of teams that have come back is super low. So yeah, it's really impressive, and it's funny. Both. I think it was the best series of the first round. But you had my mom was hating on the Jazz because of Rudy Gobert and like making fun of COVID. You know, like touching all the mics. Did you see that video?
And then he got COVID.
And then he was the first COVID.
Yeah.
And he like ended the whole NBA.
Yeah.
Stopped the NBA season. And I was telling my mom, I was like, oh, well, did you know that Jamal Murray Instagram lived his girlfriend blowing him?
Dude, I heard about that. What the happened with that, dude? Was it an accident?
Hey, man, I don't know how you accidentally start an Instagram live stream personally, unless you're like a person who's never opened Instagram before.
Dude.
But I don't know how that happens, and all I can say is I'm never, most people forget about stuff like that, and most people, most people don't even know about stuff like that.
I mean, I only know because...
You think about your whole population watching the NBA. You have your adults, and then you have your people who are on social media all the time.
Right,
It's like, I don't know what the split is, but not everybody is watching these Nuggets games and are realizing that this dude Instagram Live getting a blowjob. I mean, it's...
I wonder if the video's still out there. Probably.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's... Yeah.
I found out because I was... Like, anytime
there's no way it's not. Yeah.
You know, like during the season, he'd have like a highlight reel going on. And in the comments, it was like, I can't believe this dude Instagram live like his girl.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know when it happened or whatever.
Yeah, I found out about it on Snapchat News. And even Snapchat had screenshots of it.
Damn. Hey, man, props to him for just keeping his head on straight.
Yeah, for just
he's
still
dropping
balling.
Like 50 points a game.
50-point games, and he's still, exactly.
Fuck the haters, bro.
He's just thinking of all the people who have no idea. He's like, I know there's fans out there who are watching right now who don't know about it, you know? Because, I mean, if I hadn't told my parents, they wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's one of those things that my nickname for him is Sex Tape. You know, I think it's
right on.
I think it's appropriate. I mean, technically he doesn't have a sex tape, but it's better than saying Instagram live to blowjob every time he shoots the ball. It's easier to say, "Oh, there's sex tape for 3." You know? But yeah, hilarious. I mean, the only thing I could think of is he's like, "Oh, I gotta like DM this to my bro,"
and then
he
accidentally
accidentally puts on live. That's what I can legitimately think it probably is the most likely thing that happened. I can't even
imagine it, dude. I feel like he was just turned. He was like, "Fuck it."
Maybe he was turned. He was like, "Fuck it." That's also super likely too.
I don't know.
That's also super likely.
That is hilarious, dude.
This would probably be funny. That must have been a special kind of drunk. He must have been on a couple things.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder if he's still with his girlfriend though.
When was this?
This is less than a year ago. This is
Really?
recent because this happened when I was.
That makes sense.
This happened when we were up in San Francisco.
So during the regular season.
This happened, at the beginning of the regular season.
There we go. That makes sense.
It was in the end of 2019, I think.
Is IT still in the Nugs?
IT
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas? Little tiny Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think he's on a team.
He's not.
I don't think he's on a team.
He got waived. I thought he was on the.
I don't think he's on any team.
Nuggets.
Last time I checked, I'm pretty sure you're right. He was on the Nuggets, but I don't think he's there anymore. I think he's.
Dang, that poor guy, dude.
Yeah, I think
that's tough.
I think people were like, we're kind of over this. I don't even want to call it a shtick because he really can ball. He's good.
Dude, he can shoot.
And he was on the Suns too. I mean, I don't know. Man.
Really?
Yeah, the Suns had Isaiah Thomas, Goran Dragic, and Eric Bledsoe all at the same time.
Dude, when he was on the Celtics, he was like their main scorer for a while.
Just to let you know.
What?
The Suns was the precursor to that. He was on the Suns balling, but nobody gave a shit because it was the Suns and we were still sucking. But then he went to the Celtics and started balling, and people were like, "Oh fuck," you know.
This kid's dope.
Yeah, exactly. So,
well,
he's.
I feel like you can't be that short in the league anymore. Like it sucks, but
it's tough.
You just can't. You can't.
That's what was fun about watching him though, is when he would go in and he'd just like flip it up, and he'd be so much shorter than everybody, and just like
he like
throwing like crazy layups and flipping it up to get it around people who were literally twice his height.
His arc was just so high because that's what he had to do.
Yeah.
Even when he was shooting threes, it would go like straight up, and then you just see it come down.
Speaking about arc threes, have you seen Nikola Jokic on the Nuggets, the big tall white guy, 15? Yeah. Have you seen him shoot a three?
Probably.
Yeah, that's a next time pay attention to that because that's a talk about a rainbow.
Really?
Yeah, that's a
nice.
Major rainbow.
That's cool because actually, usually tall guys just like water polo throw it.
Yeah, true. But he's an exception in terms of big guys who can shoot, which is what makes the Nuggets more dangerous to the Clippers than the Jazz were. And I got the Clippers winning the championship with my pick. So I kind of want to see that through. I mean, I just have this thing where like I think it's Kawhi's destiny to have back-to-back championships with two different teams and have it both be both teams' first championship. I mean,
I really don't deny that.
That's crazy.
And I really think he would be. Man, I don't know if he'll never be cemented as like the greatest of all time.
But he can be if he wins this championship.
I don't know, dude.
I think he can be.
I don't think people would like. You would never.
I don't think.
Does he have three? He has three rings. 2. He's got 2. One with the Spurs.
He's at least got 2. He's got the 2014 one with the Spurs where he got Finals MVP, and then he has the 2019 one with the Raptors.
Yep, he won't. Unless he wins another one. He won't. I don't think he would even be a part of that conversation. As sad as it is to say, winning it with 3 different teams, even though LeBron would have done so, but like back-to-back with different teams, that is pretty legendary.
Yeah.
I just don't think people would consider him as the greatest.
Why? Because this season is like the COVID season?
No, just because the numbers, as in he doesn't have as much as the other people, and he's not like a fan. I don't want to say he's not a fan favorite because there's a lot of people that are fans of Kawhi.
He's not like he's quiet. You mean?
He's Kawhi. Yeah. Exactly.
You mean no? I said he's quiet.
Oh,
like quiet.
He's quiet Kawhi. Yes.
Quiet.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, all I'm saying, dude, is if he wins the championship this year with the Clippers, I think should be talked about as potentially the best player in the league.
And I agree. I just don't think he will be.
Okay.
Oh, I mean,
I don't. We'll see. I think. Trust me. If he beats LeBron and the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, but if he puts the Clippers on his back and he beats Anthony Davis and LeBron James, I think he'll be considered like the best player in the league right now. And then he goes on to win the championship.
I would hate to see it because I'm a Lakers fan, but I would also
love
to see it.
I forget that Ryan's a Lakers fan. I get so bugged by the Lakers. You know?
I don't know. Like, I really don't think. I mean, we talked about it last week. I really don't think the Lakers are like that. I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong.
Stephen A. Smith says nobody can stop them.
I don't really listen to Stephen A. Smith like that.
Hey, I take everything he says as just another person's opinion because nobody can really predict sports.
The only thing that Stephen A. Smith is good at is like yelling his opinion.
That's why, dude, I like him. I like how he yells his opinion, and I like how he like is always like super into everything. I mean that obviously doesn't mean he's right, but I think it's just the fact that the Lakers won 4 games in a row against the Blazers after losing the first one makes him think, oh, they're unstoppable.
Yeah,
and I'm just so excited.
What?
I just think about. I know. I'm sorry, Ryan. I know you're a Lakers fan.
I mean, I'm not really like a hardcore. Like, I'm gonna be upset if they lose.
Yeah, but
I will be upset.
You gotta understand like how happy I will be if they lose.
Yeah. Who would you rather see lose, the Bucks?
If I had to choose between the Bucks or the Lakers winning the championship,
yeah, exactly.
I'd take the Bucks winning the championship.
You really?
I'd take the Bucks winning the championship, and that's saying a lot because Eric Bledsoe is on the Bucks. But I hate the internet more than I hate Eric Bledsoe, Ryan.
Yeah, good point.
And the internet really loves LeBron, and they really think he's unstoppable with Anthony Davis on his team. And I'm just out to prove that MJ's the GOAT. And if LeBron wins this title, man, that argument is gonna get harder to make.
It is, dude.
So, yeah, I gotta pick the Bucks if I'm picking, because honestly, that could be a very potential finals. The Bucks versus Lakers, that could happen. I have it the Heat and Clippers.
I mean, they're both.
But the Bucks and they're exactly. So that,
back to the Stephen A. Smith thing.
Yeah.
Did you see? Fuck, what fight was it? Oh yeah, did we watch the Conor McGregor, Donald Cerrone fight together? This is MMA now.
No, we didn't.
This was like before COVID, right?
This was before COVID. We were both living in San Francisco. You did, like, you went to a friend's place.
I went to Hayward, right?
Yeah, I went to Hayward. I watched it in my pod.
Anyways, they had like ESPN, like, since it was so big, they had like ESPN come in, like, commentate it. Like,
yeah, people were making fun of Stephen A. Smith's commentating.
This is my point.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith was commentating, and he was like, he was with, I can't think of the guy who was like, he was like hosting like the post analysis, but like he wasn't a part of the conversation. Does that make sense? Like, he was asking the questions and then getting responses. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then Joe Rogan was there, and it was Stephen A. Smith. And oh my God, Stephen A. Smith made himself look like the biggest fool ever. It was so bad, dude. Have you seen him?
Nah, dude. See, I heard about it. Here's the thing. I don't like to watch embarrassing stuff of people that I genuinely like.
I mean, I like the guy too, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but I just didn't like. I saw like, I saw like a headline like, Stephen A. Smith embarrasses himself, and then like Joe Rogan looks at him like he's an idiot or something. Like I'm just like reading all these different kind of headlines that are basically telling that story.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting here like, man, I love Stephen A. Smith. I love Joe Rogan. I don't want to watch a video where one's an idiot and the other one rolls his eyes at the other for being an idiot.
And I was just like, and you know what, you pretty much
that's pretty much the video.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't want to watch that, because it's like I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna be like, oh, Joe, why you got to be a dick? But then I'm gonna be like, Stephen A., you're being an idiot. I would have rolled my eyes too. So it's just like I'm torn here.
Joe Rogan was being actually pretty respectful about it.
Yeah.
you could just see it in his face, like, bro, you do not know what you're talking about, you know? It was like Stephen A. Smith, like, if you guys remember the fight, if you all remember the fight or didn't watch the fight, basically, Conor came out, like, from the get-go and was just pummeling the guy.
Yeah,
and he within a minute, he had literally, like, broke his, like...
his nose and his under his eye.
Nose and his eye bone, whatever, like, the bone under your eye is. Like, it was broken.
Right above your cheekbone.
And so at that point, like, this was, like, instantaneously, like, maybe within...
It was within the first minute of the fight, within the first 30 seconds.
Right. And then from there, it was just downhill. Like, it was getting worse on worse on worse, and he eventually got TKO'd.
Yeah, it was within the first minute. If I can recall it correctly,
I can't remember when it ended, but it was really quick.
Here's how I remember it. It was like there was like a couple swings at the very beginning. I'm pretty sure Cowboy swung at McGregor with a fist. McGregor dodged that. McGregor returned with the same kind of punch.
Mm-hmm.
McGregor landed it, and then Cowboy stumbled back. And McGregor went up to attack him close, and then Cowboy was able to kind of wrap McGregor up, and that's because he got hit so hard right away. He was like taking a breather.
Right.
And then he gets in this breather stance, and then Conor McGregor does something I've never seen before, and he starts throwing the shoulder.
Like
hard. And he throws like 4 or 5 hard shoulder throws. It's like the second or third one where he starts
just getting hit,
where he starts like breaking his face. He like breaks his nose on like the first one, like breaks his cheek on the second one. And he keeps nailing him, and then he stumbles out of that because he realizes, I'm just getting pummeled right here. And then I think he like took some like wild kick at McGregor. McGregor easily dodged that, and then
blocked it. I think, yeah.
Yeah, he blocked it, and then McGregor throws the same kick, just like he threw the same punch earlier. Nails him with the kick
hard,
and then he's toast after that. And McGregor's swinging, and then the ref comes in and TKOs it.
Dude, I think you nailed it. You have a great memory, so I trust you. Like literally, you're doing a play-by-play, and I'm just like,
I'm like picturing it happening.
Yeah. So you're absolutely right, and Stephen A. Smith is going, like, he's just the entire time he's just so fixated on like wailing into like Donald Cerrone, and like
like saying how terrible he is.
He's like, you couldn't pick your arms up, you couldn't get up and fight. It's like, bro, like, come on, man. You know, like this dude fights for a living, first of all.
See, Stephen A.
his face is broken within the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then you're asking him to get up and fight as if you've ever thrown a punch before. It's just like, you can't, ESPN, you can't throw Stephen A. Smith in there and like expect fans, like even fans that don't fight like me. Yeah. They just don't respect the guy. You're like, why am I even listening to this dude? He's me up there. Like, I wouldn't respect myself if I was commentating.
If you were commentating. Exactly. What he's doing is he's applying. We'd honestly do a better job.
I think so.
We would.
I think I could have done better.
And the reason is because Stephen A. he's applying his thought process that he has with sports like football, baseball, basketball.
And it makes sense then.
Because in those sports, you're playing a game of skill and hard work.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have one side dominating and then the other side looking like, have you ever played this sport before? It's easy to ask the question, what happened? Like, where was your shooting skill? Where was your defensive skill? You know, all this stuff. But with fighting, you kind of remove, it's a sport, sure, but you remove the sport analysis because it's something as, to use the word barbaric in a way. It's like two dudes beating the shit out of each other with really no rules except for, don't hit him in the back of the head and don't hit him in the nuts.
Right.
So when you have that, you kind of have to drop and change your analysis in a way. And
it's a different sport.
So when you have something like a fight dominated in under a minute, you don't ask the guy you don't focus on the guy who got dominated. You don't hammer him. You focus on the dude who did the dominating.
Exactly.
Because when it comes to fighting, it's like one guy is gonna do more beating. And it's when it's something as simple as getting hit in the head and getting, like, there's no like, oh, how did I handle that? Oh, I don't know. I got my nose broken and my face broken.
Exactly.
I couldn't really fight anymore, man.
Exactly.
I was pretty damn weak, like, it's just like, it's different than getting crossed over.
Exactly.
I could get crossed over and I could give up and go pout. I could get my nose broken, then I can't see and I get finished off,
Yeah, I mean, his face was literally broken.
Yeah.
And this guy who's never probably taken or, thrown a punch in his life is saying hey, get yourself up and, recuperate. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Dude, come on. And so that's why people were giving him a lot of hate.
Yeah.
You bringing him up just dude.
It's not
so
the place.
funny.
It's not the place for him. Definitely not.
Yeah, and he hasn't shown up since, so obviously he wasn't a hitter.
Yeah.
I just thought it was so funny how they threw Stephen A. Smith in there. Like,
it makes sense though, because they're like, holy shit, this is such a huge fight. Like, we gotta send our dude.
Yeah.
And their dude, and like ESPN's dude.
I mean, he
Stephen
gets
A. Smith.
views. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he'll get views, whether it's negative or positive.
Exactly.
That's not. I mean, that's on the table, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, bro, Mr. Cal Poly Area 12.
Oh, this is a freebie from actually no, Scott gave me this. Yeah. When I was 1 year at SLO, we were going to I was going to the basketball game with Scott, and he's like, "Oh, you need a shirt. You need to show that Cal Poly pride." And I was like, and he's like, "I got this from a game last year. Like, toss to me."
Frank
freebie.
has a T-shirt on that says "Go Green."
Yeah, it says
for Cal Poly.
Yeah,
be careful,
green
dude.
for Cal Poly. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Go Green and Recycle.
Yeah, it's got a recycle. It's got a recycle.
And what does the hashtag Area 12 stand for?
Pretty sure that's the name of our. I shouldn't say our.
Hey man, you're an alum, bro. Well, not technically. You didn't graduate there.
It's the name of the Cal Poly SLO gym. The basketball gym where they play.
Right on, dude.
Yeah, Area 12.
Right on. And then my shirt is red.
It's just a red shirt. Dude, speaking about red.
Are we talking about Taylor Swift right now?
No, I was just going to say, like, what is music, though?
Okay.
Dude, I discovered this new artist. Have you heard of St. John?
No, not at all.
Holy shit.
Fire? I'll listen to him right after this, dude.
Bro. Oh, my God, man.
He's smack or what?
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so he made a couple mixtapes in 2010. Didn't really go anywhere. Then he became a songwriter. So he started like writing professionally for other people.
Okay.
Did that for from about 2012 to 2016. Then he released a single in 2016, released a freestyle in 2017, and he dropped an album in 2018, and then he dropped another album in 2019. So he's got 2 projects on Apple Music, and they're hitters, dude. They're both so good. Especially the second one, the one that just came out last year in August of 2019.
Uh-huh.
It's called Ghetto Lenny Gospel Songs, I think.
Compare him to one artist right now.
He's like if you took R&B, like kind of like Party Next Door, and then you mixed him with just a rapper, like a hard rapper.
Nice.
Like, I'm trying to think of someone who spits really hard. Like, I think his name's Micho Darko from
never heard of him either, but that's okay.
Flatbush Zombies. One of the guys from Flatbush.
Oh, okay.
Like the one who sounds the most intense.
The dude that just goes in.
Like kind of has the voice. He kind of is like a mix of that. Like he can go that hard, but then he has songs where he's like kind of Party Next Door weekend R&B vibes.
Right on.
He's got both, and
check him out.
The album is called Ghetto Lenny's Love Songs. 14 tracks, every single one's fire. I mean, I can't. You go from In Your Feelings to Turn Ups to In Your Feeling Turn Ups, and you're just bouncing back and forth. Oh,
I'm ready.
And then his project before that called Collection 1. Oh my God! And some of the highlight tracks, if you just Wedding Day, unbelievable. Trap featuring Lil Baby. Oh my God, unbelievable. And then you got I Heard You Got Too Lit Last Night. God bless the Ratchets. Dude, I'm telling you guys. Trust me, if you don't know who St. John is, listen to him. And if you do know who he is, then you have great taste in music. Yeah.
You guys think I'm kidding
he
when I say...
He even has a little Travis vibe to him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And we need a new artist now, Ryan, now that one of our favorites is...
That's true.
A man who shoots
is on the run,
women.
but pretty much.
Yeah, and who's probably going to prison soon.
Exactly.
He needs to.
You guys think I'm kidding when I say Frank is 90% of my Apple Music. You just experienced another 2 albums being added to my Apple Music.
Dude, oh man. Yeah.
My buddy sent me so me and Frank we went to the beach like a couple weekends ago.
Uh-huh. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, yeah.
To see our buddy who just came back from Chicago, Parker.
Yeah.
And on the way back, we were just slapping music. I mean, we were going hard on the way back.
That was funny.
And literally, like, him and Scott were, like, suggesting tracks. And I was, too, to be fair. But suggesting tracks, and everyone, I would just Shazam and, like, add to my music, add to my music, add to my music.
Yeah,
and
dude,
then,
that was a good ride.
Yeah, that was a fun ride. All right, people. I mean, I don't know what time we're at, but it's got to be over an hour, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, we're good to call it, yeah.
Okay. All right, everyone. If you made it this far, please subscribe, like, and give us some suggestions.
Yeah. Let us know what you want us to talk about,
Exactly. We'll ramble on for hours, as you know, so giving us a little guidance is always appreciated, and we always love to talk about what you guys like to hear us talk about. So,
all right. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Peace out. Episode 34, signing off.